The views, takes and opinions expressed on this show are of the host's own and do not represent the views, takes and opinions of the Main Event Mark, PWPH Wrestling Network and its affiliates. Material and sources mentioned in this episode is for general and commentary purposes only. This episode might include strong language and may not be suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle everyone. Welcome to the Main Event Mark.
Hello, it's Saturday and you know what that means. Welcome to yet another episode of the Main Event Mark podcast. So, here on the show, in our previous episode, we broke the news that WWE is moving WrestleMania 42 out of New Orleans. And so far, we don't have any other details about that yet. But AEW is confirming that WrestleMania... So yan, pagkaintindi natin, WrestleMania is no longer taking place in New Orleans. Pero Triple H also announced that yung Money in the Bank 2026 is now taking place in New Orleans. So, kung saan nga bang venue sa New Orleans, we don't have the answer just yet. But it was announced that on August 29, 2026, New Orleans gets their consolation prize of a Money in the Bank in their city, and then a future WrestleMania down the line. So, this also brews the question if Las Vegas is really getting their second straight WrestleMania because of the turnout na nakuha nila this year, or is it London na nga ba ang kukuha ng WrestleMania 42? That's very imminent. Pinag-hype pa nga nila yan years ago. So, it's still a current question that WWE really needs to answer immediately. Kasi, binutasan na nila to eh. So, kailangan na nilang tuluyan ng pagbutas. So, with that, so WWE is also announcing this thing that we are having when it comes to the development of WrestleMania. And now, like what we mentioned, WrestleMania is moving again to Vegas most likely, and once we're able to have an information about the announcement of WrestleMania 42, we will share that right away here on the Main Event Mark podcast and Pro Wrestling Philippines Club. So that's the update that we got currently from the WWE, and we are able to get a confirmation that this should be the current news that we had, and then we are just waiting for a proper confirmation from the company itself on who should be the one who will get next year's WrestleMania 42. And again, my name is Angelo Pinera from the Main Event Mark podcast. Thank you very much for listening on this podcast every single week. Pasensya na kung na-cut off yung episode natin na previously. Hindi ko kasi in-expect that there's a big development that we're getting. And of course, I am really din naman sa context of WrestleMania, or kung ano naman yung gusto nilang gawin sa current state na to for WrestleMania 42. And now, with this news na they're moving out WrestleMania of New Orleans, it's really disappointing that we really have to deal with this just to take advantage of the Vegas money again. And di na tayo nagulat doon. No? Pero yun, it's very imminent. It's very confirmation. It's very an information that we had here, at least wala pa naman din nare-reveal na ticketing wala pa naman tayo nakukuha ticketing about the New Orleans WrestleMania, so that's a plus also. But still, this is a big disappointment for WWE. and Money in the Bank that we had currently, and I hope that WWE will be able to announce who should be the one who will get WrestleMania. So, with that said, we will find out sino nga ba nakakuha ng alas. Kung sino nga ba nakakuha ng WrestleMania. We will find out in the next couple of days or weeks or whatever. We will find out all of that. That's the biggest news that we currently have here on the pod. So, let's do some predictions now. So, mahaba-habang predictions episode ito. So, let's start with the Double or Nothing. So, ito yung huling event na mangyayari this weekend. So, Double or Nothing 2025 will be aired here in the Philippines on Sport TV Now and on Thriller TV. So this is the first Double or Nothing outside of the Las Vegas Strip, obviously because of WrestleMania. Aside dun sa Pandemic Manias or Dons, of course, given na yon. Pero this will be the first Double or Nothing to take place outside of the Las Vegas Strip. And yes, just like the 2023 and the 2024, this will go head-to-head with Double or Nothing. I think wala nang susunod dito na event. Basically, they're just going to set up the show. So, here's the card for Double or Nothing in Texas. So, again, this should be a fun card. Gila River Arena or Desert Diamond Arena is going to be the home of Double or Nothing. And yon, ito na ang ating card for this year's Double or Nothing. So, wait lang. So, nakip nila yung tradisyon ng casino team, no? Kasi Desert Diamond is casinos pa rin naman, no? And yun, that should be AEW keeping their tradition with the casino team, no? And yun nga, di naman ito intentional na face-to-face din with Battleground, kagaya naman ni Shawn Michaels. Sinabi niya rin naman ito noong 2023. The scheduling is not to intend to face-to-face or to head-to-head with AEW. That's just because only of the Memorial Day weekend. So, ito na nga. We're going to do the predictions for this year's Double or Nothing. So yun nga, Sport TV Now, that's 179 pesos per the pay-per-view, and on Thriller TV pay-per-view. So yun, doon tayo makakapanood ng Double or Nothing 2025. So here's the card, and it will go as follows. So we're currently having 10 matches being announced. So number 1, Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford versus Anna Jay and Harley Cameron. So I think, in my honest opinion, that I think Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford should win, and then Anna Jay turns on Harley Cameron, leading to Ty Mello returning and reuniting Anna Jay with Ty Mello kasi mas effective sila sa heels din, and then Harley will establish her own identity sa AEW. Then, we have the Hurt Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas for the AEW Tag Team title. So, pagkakalam natin, Dustin and Sammy Guevara are currently double champion, the Ring of Honor Tag Champions. And, siya na lang pala yung double champion, si Dustin. He is the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions and the 6-man Tag Team Champions with Marshall and Ross, Von Erichs, the Von Erichs basically. So, Sammy is not a double champion. Yon. So, that's the thing. So, it should be Hurt Syndicate winning the tag titles, retaining the tag titles. Then, we have Mina Shirakawa versus Toni Storm. So, it's for the AEW women's title. So, yon. Mina Shirakawa already established her title run here. And then, yun nga, she already been announced. Dito. It's already been announced that Mina Shirakawa is all elite then. So, I think Toni Storm is still retaining this because, obviously, because of the happening dun sa main event sa Owen Hart Foundation Women's Match. We will talk about that shortly. Pero yon, mamaya natin pag-usapan. Pero for now, I would say Toni Storm is retaining the AEW Women's title. So, magtuloy-tuloy na tayo with our news or predictions for this year's Double or Nothing. So, ano pa ba? FTR versus Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. This should be a fun match, but I'm not expecting too much. Should be FTR. Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet. The bald asshole. Joke lang. Dami mo na ma-open sa akin ito. Pero, in the stretcher match ito, so it should be a fun match too. Pero it should be Ricochet winning this match. It's very given. Then, we have the Paragon. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong versus the Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, and Josh Alexander. So, it should be the Don Callis family winning this match. And then, we have Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, and the Up. So, 3 members of the Up, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata versus the Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Marina Shafir, Wheeler Yuta, and the Young Bucks against, yun nga, sila yung magkakasama in this stable. So si Pac is injured, so obviously that's the case. And then ano pa ba, tingnan na natin yung current name. And then, ano pa ba? Wait lang, tangin ang katin ng bato ko. Yun nga. So, that's the case now for the Anarchy in the Arena. Sinabi ko naman sa previous episode of the show that I don't think necessary ito and appropriate na tanggalin si Gabe Kidd sa equation. So it doesn't make sense to me that they remove Gabe Kidd na magkakos lang ng destruction on this factor. So it doesn't make sense to me. Pero predictions wise, I'm gonna go with it should be the ewan ko, Death Riders should lose on this match for sure. At sila matalo dito for sure. Pero yan. Then, Kazuchika Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Okada is definitely winning. Then, we have Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Moné for the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament Finals. The winner will earn a AEW Women's World Title match at All In, Texas. So, this should be a no-brainer to me. My heart says Jamie Hayter because I think Jamie Hayter is really a better deserving winner for this year's Double or Nothing. Or, yun nga, for this year's Double or Nothing. Pero, I don't think she is winning Double or Nothing. Pero I don't think she is winning, and parang I find it ridiculous din naman na siya yung matatalo dito. And para din namang ang awkward din pakinggan if ang dating lang naman sa akin ito, it's basically how you're setting the ground when it comes to Double or Nothing. and also on how you will set the ground for All in Texas. But for the sake of the formality, I would say Mercedes Moné is going to win, even though I hate it. Pero in my heart, in my soul, should say Jamie Hayter should win the Owen Hart Cup 2025 for the women. For the men, Hangman Page versus Will Ospreay. Again, it's a finals match for the men's Owen Hart tournament. The winner will take a title shot for All in Texas. It's really hard to predict this whole thing or this predicament when it comes to this tournament. So, kung ako tatanungin nyo, I want Hangman Page to win the Owen. Pero parang ang pakiramdam ko kasi with how the placements of the tournament or kung ano man yung ganap sa progression nitong story ng AEW or sa story na siniset nila with All in Texas, I am really thinking that Will Ospreay is going to win the Owen Hart Cup, no? Yun lang naman yung case dito. So, that should be the case for All in Texas. I love, like what I'm saying, I love Josh Alexander. Pero, I love Josh Alexander. Pero for real, I really hoping that down the line, he should be the one who will fight, he should be the one who will fight whoever wins the main event at All in Texas next. Ilang naman yun sa akin. So, that should be my predictions. Wala naman na madadagdag dito. And, tatlo lang naman yung may pakaya ko sa card na to. So, I should not care about it a lot. So, again, ito na. WWE Battleground. This should be my predictions. We will talk about Saturday night's main event shortly. So, yan. Tuloy-tuloy na tayo. Battleground. We have Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs versus The Killing, Brooks Jensen, Nico Vance, and Sean Spears with Easy Dame. It's 6-man tag. I think Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs should lose on this match because I believe that wala namang matinong contenders ngayon, sila Hank and Tank. So, they should lose para magkaroon ng continuity when it comes to this story. But I hope Josh Briggs turns on Hank and Tank and then sets the thing here with The Curling. And then, he might join the stable. Then, reunite nila yung Brooks and Briggs Jensen team. Okay. So, we have Sol Ruca versus Kelani Jordan for the NXT Women's North American title. This should be a fun match. Ito yung ayaw ni Meltzer kasi gymnastics daw masyado. Pero higang na hiyang kay Will Ospreay. That's such a really big double standard shit. But yeah, I think Sol Ruca is retaining. Kasi wala namang kailangan patunayan si Kelani here. Tony D versus Stax. I think Stax is winning here. Very clear. Jordan Grace versus Stephanie Baker for the NXT Women's Championship. I am really thinking that Josh Briggs is winning, no? I am really into the impression that Josh Briggs or Stephanie Baker is retaining, obviously. It's very given. Pero for sure, we need to see a turn for Jordan, for sure. Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams for the TNA World Heavyweight title. This should be a big match, big history match for TNA. As we are speaking right now, may live event si TNA Under Siege, so there's a lot of matches there. And may preview din, so we might see Trick Williams appearing on that show too. And then they will go to Tampa for tomorrow's festivities. Ayan. Pero for now, I would say Joe Hendry is retaining the belt. Oba Femi versus Miles Bourne for the NXT title. I'm not hoping for Miles Bourne for winning, but I hope she will get something down the line, or I hope she will win or he will win down the line. Pero I don't really think that he is winning the belt, no? Pero yun, I'm not really going to surprise na walang title change here, pero I hope we can see a new progression down the line kay Miles Bourne and sa buong No Quarter Catch crew. Yun, that's NXT Battleground, so this should be a big event as well for WWE. Last thing, so tomorrow is Saturday night's main event, so Peacock ito, and obviously mapapanood din to sa YouTube here in the Philippines, so let's predict that. So let's start with Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre sa steel cage match. Napos ako doon ng konti, pero yun, this should be a fun match, but I think Drew McIntyre is winning this match. Then CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. It's a tag match. I think CM Punk and Sami Zayn is going to win the match. Pero hindi na rin ako magugulat if matalo din sila down the line here with this one. Pero okay, let's hope that there should be an interesting run when it comes to this thing, or kung ano man yung dapat abangan natin down the line, or kung ano man yung logic na malalaman natin in this context, or kung ano man yung gustong mangyari ni Double or Nothing or ni AEW. But still, that should be the case going forward. Yan, so CM Punk and Sami Zayn is winning. Pero we might get a new member for Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker's stable. John Cena versus R-Truth. Again, it's a non-title match. So basically, parang papamulatin lang ni John Cena si R-Truth. John Cena is winning, obviously. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. That's for the undisputed World Heavyweight title. It should be a no-brainer match. It should be for Jey Uso. Rundown na tayo ng mga nangyari this week in pro wrestling. So, konti lang naman ito. So, AEW held their final show this week for AEW Dynamite for Double or Nothing. So, hindi ko na i-rundown yung buong card, but I appreciate the promo between Will Ospreay and Hangman Page, pero hindi na ako mag-sugarcoat that it's better than the Cena Cody promos, but no, that's not the case. But I think that Ospreay and Hangman was able to give their best when it comes to this storyline that we had for the Owen Hart Cup tournament. I'm not gonna talk about the Jon Moxley box match because I don't care. Then, MJF, kagaya nga ng na-discuss natin, he is now a member of the Hurt Syndicate. It's really a big important thing, pero yeah, I have no hope for that. So, it's basically him jerking on the Hurt Syndicate, pero he is of course turning on them down the line. Ayan, Collision. Before we move on Collision, so let's talk about this big news. So last week's Collision was cut off short 30 minutes before its original end because of technical issues daw na nangyari sa production ng AEW. And yun, nag-corrupt daw yung file, so that's what happened. And yeah, typically hindi ito nangyayari sa wrestling, pero pag nangyari ito sa WWE, for sure WWE might be criticized for not doing their best. Imagine mo, nagbabayad siya ng malaki tapos ganyan yung system nyo sa pay-per-view, that should be a disappointing if it's WWE. But it's AEW. Double standards is in effect. Yan. So, yan na yan. Then we have this show and Collision. So, di naman ako nagkakapake sa Collision. So, I should not care about it that much. Tinignan ko yung buong card ng Collision. So, basically, it's your typical Collision that I should not care about. So, parang they're basically explaining what's going to be addressed. Pero, wala naman nakatulong sa lahat ng card dito eh. So, basically, it's a nothing card. NXT, real quick, before we go to Battleground. So, si Sean Legacy, it's really interesting for me that he was able to get a title shot versus Ricky Saints in the near future. And then, ano pa ba? Kelani Jordan versus Saria again. We got that match, and then yung contract signing, and then obviously yung concert ni Joe Hendry tsaka ni Trick Williams. So, yun lang yung nag-stand out sa tingin ko when it comes to this segment. And I think it's really helping the Battleground to be built. And also TNA is under siege in extent. So, last thing that we need to talk about. So, there should be originally a match between Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, and Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark got injured. So, I am really sorry for Zoe Stark. I hope she will be able to recover. Wala pa tayong details kung ano yung na-injure sa kanya mainly. But she might miss the whole programming in WWE for the remainder of the year. And, ayun. So, Sheamus versus Grayson Waller match. That was a fun match, pero it's basically your teaser number $1,199 for the split of Grayson Waller and Austin Aries. So, that's a little bit silly to me. We have also 2 women's Money in the Bank matches qualifying. Rhea Ripley and Roxanne Perez qualified at their respective match. Obviously, we already talked about the possible split of the Judgment Day, and it continues. So, Rhea Ripley, wala na siyang paki dyan. Si Roxanne Perez is now the one who is courting Dom Mysterio. And yun, so he wanted also something new. And syempre, someone na kasing ano ng Dom, nakaka-relate din ako sa gusto ni Dom. Yun. And Jey Uso versus Gunther is obviously going to be made official after of Saturday night's main event for Raw after Money in the Bank. And yung breaker match, it should be a fun match down the line, pero I hope we can get a 3-way at SummerSlam maybe between Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Gunther down the line. Walang King of the Ring. I'm glad that we are not getting King of the Ring. Pero masaya din naman ako that we have the Saudi show, we have Saturday night's main event after that, and then Money in the Bank should be a fun show. We will talk about more of that in a couple of weeks, and also Worlds Collide. So, yun lang muna for this podcast. Follow the podcast on all of the social media platforms at Main Event Mark PW. I will be back next week. Kagaya pa din ng dati. We will talk about all of the PLEs that we got this week. We will also talk about Queen of the Ring. As promised. Tangin na, seryosohin ko na yun. And then, yun. It should be a fun episodes coming in your way. So, malapit na tayo mag-episode 300. I hope we can get more guests down the line. So, may ini-invite lang akong isa. I hope we can invite him down the line here on the show. And we will see you guys soon. Stay safe and stay wrestle. See you on the next episode of the pod. Bye for now.